Okay, let's begin today's lesson. Welcome to another lesson video. This is a continuation of geometric constructions. Remember the first lesson video we are talking of constructing how to construct an angle of 60 degrees and 90 degrees. And now in this lesson video, we shall look at a very part which is construct an angle bisector using a ruler and a compass. Now, just to remind you, a compass looks like this. Okay, this is a ruler. This is how a ruler looks like. Okay, those of you who don't know how a ruler looks like. And this is a compass. So in your mathematical set, you are going to find this in there. There is a compass which you can easily extend, measure any angle of your choice. Okay, you have a compass. Okay, and then you have what we call a protractor. A protractor gives us accurate angles. It gives us angles because a protractor, as you can see, it has angles already. We can see that it has 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. It has two compasses. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and the other one is 0, 10, just like that. So this is a protractor. So we're going to use the protractor and also the compass and the ruler to come up with the bisector. That is today's lesson. So let us begin by going through what the lesson is. Now, what is a bisector? Now, a bisector, an angle bisector, is the line that cuts an angle into two halves. Now, when we talk of two halves, these halves are going to be equal. Okay, meaning that this side and this side will be equal. That is an angle bisector. It helps us to cut an angle into two equal parts, in other ways. So, the accurate method to bisect an angle is to use a compass. If you want to bisect an angle accurately, my dear friends, you need to use a compass. It means that you'll be able to bisect an angle. Remember, to bisect, we are simply saying that you have to cut the angle into two equal parts. So this side and this side, if let's say we have to bisect an angle 60 degrees, meaning that we need to cut it in the middle. So we have 30 and 30 this side. So both of the angles will be equal. That is what we mean by angle bisector. So we are going to see how we can bisect these angles. Let us look at the first example. Example number 1. They are simply saying use your protractor. Use your protractor. Okay, let me show you a protractor. Use your protractor to draw angle 120 degrees. So we need to draw angle 120 degrees and then bisect that angle. So once we draw the angle 120, we need to bisect it. Once you have bisected it with a compass, hence we are done with this work. I believe by that time this work will be easy. So let us begin by working out the solution. Example. So let us write solution here. Solution. Okay. They are asking us to bisect an angle of 120. So we want to, first of all, we draw the angle 120. So how are we going to draw the angle 120? You get your ruler. Remember yesterday I told you that in order for you to draw an angle, they won't tell you that you follow these steps all the time you want to draw an angle. No. The first lesson video, I showed you on how you can draw an angle by giving you the steps. But in this lesson video, we're just going straight forward. So let us draw the angle. We'll put our ruler there because we want our angle to be on top here. So we'll put our ruler there. And make sure it's a 30 centimeter rule, so you do a wonderful job. So we'll draw a straight line. We'll draw a straight line, this straight line. Once you have drawn your straight line, you can name this straight line to be A and B. Okay? You can name this straight line to be A and B. Let us name it. We have this is A, and you can name it to be also, let us make short, B. Okay, you have drawn your line A and B, quite right, excellent. Once you do that, it means that now you can go ahead and use your protractor. Use your what? Your protractor. Because here the question is saying, use your protractor 20 degrees. Now, when you're using your protractor, you have measurement, you have angles in this protractor. So you just have to know where 120 is, and you put a dot and draw the line. So now this protractor has they have these angles you can see. So there is this little thing on your compass. If you look it closely, you are going to see a plus thing here. In this protractor we have a hole there, but in most compasses, mathematical set, you don't have this small hole. You have more like a plus. You have more like a plus like this. If you look it closely, you have something like this. And it will show you that this side, there is a middle part. Or sometimes you may just have a dot like this on the middle here. Just know that that is the center of this protractor. So when you know that that is the center of the protractor, what should you do next? The next thing you should do is to come on the line you have drawn, this one, A, on point A. Let this dot or hole, which is here, let it be aligned straight to this point here on A. And let this zero line be equal to this one, straight like that. So we are going to put it there, as you can see. And this line is straight to this one. You can see from here to there we are just on the straight point. Then now we are not going to use the outside angles. We are going to use the inside one of our protractor, because we are starting from 0. Remember, as you are coming up with angles, you start from 0 and then going all the way to the angle you want to. So we start from 0, not from 180, no, from 0. So we have 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120. So 120 is here. So what are you going to do? You are going to put a dot, okay? Let's put a dot here where 120 is. We are going to put a dot there. You put a dot with your pen, that is all. Once you have put your dot there with your pencil, get your ruler now. This is your ruler, and connect that dot with the other point there. Once you connect it, it doesn't matter how long your line will be, but as long as it cuts on that dot, then you are okay. So let's connect there. We are going to connect it by drawing this line straight like that. Okay. If you want to be so accurate, you can name this one to be C. You can name this line, this point here to be C there. Now, the whole of this angle which is here, the whole of this angle, it is 120 degrees. The whole of that angle is 120 degrees. We have drawn the angle 120 degrees. Now the next thing will be, we need to bisect the angle. So we need to bisect the angle. So how do we bisect the angle? We use a compass to bisect this 120 degrees angle. So we are going to use a compass. So when we use a compass now, the first thing you do is just put, you see this sharp pin? You have a sharp pin on your compass. Put it where A is here, where A is. And when you put it where A is, you can make a curve. Let me just erase this one. So we make an accurate one. Because this is 120 degrees. So just open to any range of your choice. Because you want to bisect, just open any radius of your choice there. Open any radius of your choice. You see this is my radius. And then just put your compass there and make an arc that will touch both A, C, and B. So you make this arc, you see this arc. Okay, so that is the arc you have made. Okay, it's quite big. Let me make it small. Let me reduce my radius so that it fits on my working board. So this will be my radius. Do that. Okay, good. Okay, done. So this angle is 120. So with the same radius, don't change the radius you have used. Just put your sharp pin again here and bisect. Okay, bisect there. Make more like a bisect like that. Again, move to the CAC line. Again, bisect. Make another arc there. You can see the arc we are making. That's the arc. Now, where this first arc and the second arc is cutting, they are meeting, meaning they are overlapping each other. That is where you are going to draw a straight line to indicate that I've bisected my angle. So you are going to get your ruler, put it exactly where A is here and where these two bisectors are cutting, and draw a straight line there. Draw a straight line which cuts these two sides. So I'm going to draw a straight line there. This straight line. Have you seen that straight line? This straight line now tells us that we have bisected the angle. We have bisected the what? The angle. That is how you bisect an angle. That is how you bisect an angle. And that will be the end. Once you do this, this distance from here to there is equal. Okay? This distance from here to there is equal to this distance. So if you want to prove it, you can use your protractor again and just measure this distance. Put your protractor there, just measure this distance there. You are going to discover that you have a 60-degree angle. You are going to discover that this is 60 degrees. So this is 60 and this is 60. 60 plus 60, we have 120 degrees. Hopefully this have made it clear for you. You can name this bisector ABC and this will be my D. That will be my D there. So don't forget to always connect the dots, hence you will be clear and straightforward. If you don't have these instruments, my friends, you cannot do what I'm doing. There is no guessing here. You have to use your instruments because you can easily tell that you are using free hands instead of instrument. But especially the bisecting an angle, most people would just rather use a ruler and they cut their no. Use a compass. You'll be able to look at these arcs and you will tell that this person didn't follow instruction and you fail. So please learn it from me and move with it until your examination room. We end from here. God bless and hope to see you in the next lesson video. If you didn't like or subscribe on my YouTube channel, please do subscribe and share, comment so that you don't miss any lesson video I post. As for now, we end here. God bless. See you in the next video. Bye bye.